brothers. Hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're gonna do something a little bit different before getting into spinning the wheel today for Wheel Wednesday. Hello, Hiki. Zane used his evolve to get me the plushie. I wanted on the claw. He also got me 3 of that. Holy crap. Zane's been very good for you. My Zane doesn't really do that. At least it's not Xavier, right? Unless, does your Xavier actually do well in the claw machine for Love in Deep Space? Cause my Xavier's the weakest out of the 3, I think. It goes Raphael. Raphael never wants me to even get a turn. And then it'd be Zane, and then it would be Xavier. I always have to do all the work for Xavier, but it's really hard to get his Space Kid plushie just because of the big old like astronaut bubble head, whatever. But I haven't done plushies that much. I prefer to do the cat cups. If I had to choose between plushies or the cards, I'd like doing the cards instead. Hi Arcs, thank you for the head pats. Also thank you for the hearts. So yeah, we are going to take a looky at the next entry in the Dragon Age franchise, which is now called the Veilguard instead of Dreadwolf. So there is a official reveal trailer that they put out 3 days ago, and then about a day or so ago they also gave us a 20-minute gameplay reveal. So we'll watch both of those. I'll react to it. I'm gonna give y'all a heads up, it's probably not going to be a hype reaction. I'm probably gonna make some funny faces because just based off of a couple of snippets I've seen and some reports I've seen, a lot of people aren't digging this. I don't know how to feel about this. Exactly. That's how I'm feeling, Arcs. I also don't quite know how to feel about this. I'll for those that don't know, after we watch everything, I'll explain a little bit more about Dragon Age as a series and my experience with it. Just to put into context to why I will end up reacting the way I will. But yeah, Ghost Arcs is here. Dang. Ghost Arcs wasn't here the other day, but Ghost Arcs is still thriving, it looks like. So yes, we'll do that, and then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled wheel spinning Wednesdays. But I have played Dragon Age. I've played the other entries. I've also played the Mass Effect, so I'm not like hopping on the bandwagon for bandwagon's sake. I've known about BioWare since their Baldur's Gate days back in the 90s, but I never really got into their games until Mass Effect around like 2009, and that's as much as I'll say till after we watch and such. One hell of a martial artist is something. Yes. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna put on my tracking because I might fling my hands around. Hang on. That's what I forgot before starting the stream. It's not a stream unless I forget something. So let me put on my crap. You know what will make the reaction really hype? What, Hiki? Oh no! Oh, fuck. Fine, I'll react with my shiny head. That's fine, I guess. You might want to start saving your points a little, though. I might put an outfit redeem over here on Twitch after the reading tomorrow. I am bald. At least I have a pretty shiny bald head. What do you mean, I told you about it this morning-ish, Arcs, when you got home. Okay, there are my hands. Woo! That way I can go, oh my god. Maybe. Maybe. Can't wait to ball the new outfit. Oh no. You had a weird audio issue. Maybe it's on your end? I didn't hear anything, but then again, I had to take my headphones off. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the official reveal trailer. Boop, boop, boop. Electronic arts that has killed every devs that you've ever loved. Since the 90s. That's supposed to be 𝐿. Harding looks the same though.
This'll take more than you and me.
Harding, if that's the Harding I think it is, that should be the Harding from Inquisition who was your scout.
Years in the shadows.
Nev the detective.
Darkness and the daylight.
Lucianus? Wait, Mage Killer? Okay, he's probably the most interesting guy so far. But Balera.
A lot of buried secrets.
I don't know about the Fey Jumper. I have some issues with that. Imric. We have a Necromancer? Okay. Darkspawn mentioned.
And a pack of demons.
We have a Warden. Okay.
You know there will be dragons.
Right.
That is Varric's voice actor. Okay.
We'll need someone with fire.
Tosh, Dragon Hunter. I always want me some more Kunari though, so she's good. She's good in my book.
Who?
That is Raya.
Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find her?
Okay, that's gotta be us then. Yeah. I don't know about the music. It's not set in the tone. Music's not really set in the tone for a dark fantasy. Dragon Age Veilguard. Fall of this year? What? That feels too soon for in my opinion. Okay, so hold up. I'm gonna say it right now. The pro tag outfit looks like they came out of KOTOR or Star Wars right now. I'm mad the original MC isn't shown here. What do you mean? We've never really had one. The only time we had an identifiable pro tag was Dragon Age 2 with Hawk, because Hawk actually had a defining design. The Warden and Origins never had one. Well, I mean, kind of, but like it wasn't marketed out the wazoo like Hawk was. The Darkspawn pro tag, you know who I mean. Oh, you were hoping we would still have the original Warden? I don't think so. Even in Inquisition, the Warden is only mentioned in text at this point, like text briefings. Like, this is why Dragon Age feels more like you could go into any entry and not really have to know anything compared to Mass Effect. You know what I mean? Because it's only those things are only sprinkled in the other entries as like flavor text. Still active though is your main hope. You know who I still hope is active? Alistair. Alistair and Zevran and Dorian. Speaking of Dorian, I'm probably going to go on a rant after we watch the gameplay reveal, because that's one of my issues about this trailer is there's no Dorian. We know he's being a king. That's right. That's right. My husband Alistair is still being a king, but I don't think we're going to see him because from what I understand, Veilguard is not going to be taking place in Ferelden. Okay, I'm going to skim through some of these things. Okay, so that's not my Varric. I don't like Varric's design. I'm going to say it right now. Harding looks exactly like she did in Inquisition. Varric doesn't. Varric has a beard. The one dwarf that is known for not having a fucking beard has a beard. Where is his chest hair? Where's my romantic dwarf man, like, chest hair? Huh? Where did it go? How did they just surgically remove it and take it and put it on his face? That's a no-no. I'm gonna look him up to give Hiki and like everyone else some text here because, yeah. Okay, so Varric, Tethris. Can't lead him if I can't grab his chest hair. Exactly! His chest hair is more grabbable. Excuse me. Here's our lovable dwarf that likes to write and share stories and likes to be over dramatic. All of his hair is down here. There's barely any up here. What did they do? What did they do? Why'd they do him? Why'd they do it to him like that? I don't mind the scar. The scar is kind of sexy. It looks like he got into some fuss in between Inquisition and now. But you hardly can even tell he's got any hair down there compared to how much they put it up here. He's the most misinformation man ever. He just has a flair. He has a flair for some dramatics. It's totally fine. My Hawk, when I played Dragon Age 2, was completely fine with his shenanigans, making me seem like I'm much more of a badass than I actually am. But yeah. The only reason why you can tell this is Varric is his necklace and his signature crossbow named Bianca. That's it. You took one of the defining traits off of him, which was he was the only dwarf to have chest hair. Next is Harding, which I think is definitely Scout Harding. And it makes sense that they would both interact with each other because they know each other from Inquisition. I liked her. And she is titled as the Scout. You know what's really funny? They did not actually have like a pop-up for Varric. They were just like, y'all already know who he is, even if we did get rid of his chest hair, so we're not even gonna tell you him. I'm pretty sure that's her. If I do Dragon Age Inquisition Harding. Yeah. So she's a returning character. She's not part of your party directly in Inquisition, but whenever you go to different regions, she's there and you can talk to her and she'll give you information about the area. Like, kind of like the main issue that's going on or like what the region is like and stuff like that. So that's nice. I didn't know they would bump her up to an actual party member. She was the least one I would expect to be a party member out of the Inquisition cast. Especially compared to Dorian. But then everyone else seems to be new. So this lady... Nev, the detective. Her design kind of reminds me of Vivian from Inquisition. And she's definitely a mage, based off of her pushing away, I guess, a deal that went bad or something. She's fine. I would assume we would need someone that locally knows the area to help us navigate, which I would have expected Dorian to be the one to do that.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the day.
This guy, I think, is gonna be one of the ones I'm most interested in because he's a fucking mage killer. And if we're supposed to be over in Tevinter where the literal hierarchy is based off of how much you're willing to sacrifice yourself to get more power as a mage, that seems like a very interesting branch to navigate. You also want to know about him? I do too, because we've never ran into anyone who's specifically hunted down mages that is not a part of the Chantry or a Templar in the series, as far as I can remember. Bellara? It looks like we've got another kind of I think she might be a halfling. She looks too short to be a full elf. A veil jumper. This one has me confused because a lot of lore reasons. I'm gonna try and not be like spoilery for those who haven't played the full series, but basically like knowing the veil is a common thing for people. People being able to be in the veil is usually only for mages because they resonate with the veil. Being able to even navigate the veil, only a handful of people know how to do that. So she better have a good reason as to why she can jump veils, is all I'm saying. This is where I'm a little concerned on how they could mess up the lore that was already established if we just have a random new person that knows how to navigate the veil. That makes me uneasy. Lou names for anti-mage people go insane, by the way. Oh, yeah.
The fate, aren't we?
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
A necromancer. That's fine. I don't have an issue with necromancers. I like necromancers. But if I had to choose another mage party member to tap in, I wouldn't put in an entirely new one. I would use Dorian. Okay, anyway.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
This guy has a griffin. He's already badass. We've never have actually really seen griffins in the game. Griffins only are partnered to Grey Wardens. What image? What'd you do? What'd you do? Did you drop something in the Discord while I'm still trying to react? What are you talking about, Arcs? Vic Van Gogh. Oh, from Scooby. Yeah, you know what? I'd actually want this guy on my team. Sorry, I'm not trying to bash the new necromancer guy. I'm really not, but we already have a wide variety of mages already established in the Dragon Age universe, and I'm just not feeling it. You know what I mean? Like, there's Morrigan. Morgan's your Witch of the Wild. She could do necromancy too. Where's she? And then Dorian is he's from Tevinter. I'm expecting him in this game, and I was expecting him as a party member. So you also miss Morgan. I know, right? And she is in Inquisition. So like, anywho, thank you for that. Anyway, I'm relieved to have a Grey Warden at least. The last Grey Warden character in Inquisition was kind of meh. Like, he wasn't really my style. I appreciate that we had a returning character, like, not a returning character. I appreciate that we have a character representing the Grey Wardens, but this guy hits so many more levels than the previous guy in Inquisition did. So I'm a yes for this guy.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with...
And I'm always a yes for Qunari. I don't know what else to say about that. I really like the Qunari. I think their whole thing is interesting, especially ones that deviate from the Qun. Iron Bull in Inquisition was a fantastic party member.
Fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on.
Okay, here's my question though. Varric's like, this crew needs a leader. What about previous Inquisition MC? What are they doing? What about Hawk? Varric, you know Hawk? You know Hawk can pull? So I'm wondering how exactly they're going to push this narrative, because based off this trailer, it just feels like a ragtag team getting together, and that's it. Whereas Inquisition had a reason as to why the... Oh! Hera, hello! Hera Raid, hello, welcome in, welcome in! Welcome in, everyone! We're a little late on the uptake. I'm looking at Dragon Age Inquisition stuff. Or, I'm not Inquisition. Dragon Age Veilguard stuff. Because that stuff came out a couple days ago, and I hadn't the chance to look at it. And I've had friends asking me, have you seen it? What do you think about it? And I was like, I haven't had the chance. I'm trying to avoid, like, stuff on the internet. So I was like, okay, I have a chance now. So that's what we're looking at. I'm breaking it down. Breaking the official reveal trailer down, and then we're going to look at the 20 minutes of gameplay and such. How was your stream? I hope you had a good one. How was Woowa? Have you caught up to the story yet? And have you pulled any favorites yet? I'm so happy the raid video was Yakuza 3. The raid video was Yakuza 3. The raid video was the twinning on my end. Was it different for you? But yeah, no, this I already looked at some of the comments down here, and I will agree. This is kind of put up together kind of Suicide Squad-y. I haven't seen Suicide Squad, and I haven't played Suicide Squad because that's not my vibe. I won't lie, it does kind of look Suicide Squad-y. You finished the story, but you haven't pulled in a while. Oh, what do you think of the story? I'm caught up on the story because I slammed it so I could do the Gion character event. But where was I saying? Oh, right. There was a reason why you played the character you played for Dragon Age Inquisition. They weren't just like a rando selection thing. They weren't just like a person who happened to be in a place at a certain time like Hawk was in Dragon Age 2. So them trying to kind of do the same thing for Veilguard, I don't think makes correct narrative sense in comparison, because we have 3 already defined, identified heroes in the Dragon Age universe that could totally, definitely sound like they need to be helping right now, if this is supposed to be like a world-ending situation. Not just this sly-looking tavern-brawling rogue that can take out a bunch of people.
But where are we gonna find her?
And I can't tell if that dragon is supposed to be an archdemon or not. It doesn't look corrupted. It just looks like a regular dragon. Oh, and there's also the fact they've shown nothing of the quote-unquote key player that is supposed to be like the main threat slash antagonist from the end of Inquisition that was supposed to lead into this game. So I'm super nervous. Just watching this, I'm nervous. It's almost as if they've scrapped the overarching plot that was leading into this. But if you look here, the thumbnail for it does have him. So that's a little confusing. Let's look at the comments. What are we, some kind of dragon Suicide Squad? Most shocking thing about the trailer was that BioWare left the comments open. Oh, Okay. Rest in peace, Dragon Age. To quote The Rock, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I've ever seen for a Dragon Age game where the entire world is on the brink of destruction and the stakes have never been higher. It certainly looks like everyone is having fun. Are you sure this is dark fantasy? Yeah, it's not the right music to play with dark fantasy. Went from dark fantasy to a heist movie. Music choice isn't doing us any favors. The real reason why YouTube removed dislikes. Oh, y'all forgot to show off the battle pass, in-game shop, DLC season pass, loot boxes, and subscription service. You want to peddle with it. Oh, and the NFTs. Oh. Please sell Mass Effect and Dragon Age to someone who actually loves games. I don't know. Okay, I don't want to completely blame EA, but I also don't want to completely blame BioWare. But EA has had a track record for decades for buying devs and chopping them up into bits and spitting them out into a corpse pile. So, you know. So what you're telling me is to start another playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, yo. Oof. Okay, this is making me sad. Let's move on to the gameplay. This is your first look at Dragon Age the Veilguard. The following footage was captured from software in development and takes place very early in the game. It has been edited for brevity and to avoid any major spoilers. Okay.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
Name drop! Okay. Alright. Good. That helps me a little bit. Damn, at least it looks nice.
More of a hurry to get out of here.
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
I'll keep my mouth shut for a bit. Backstory, custom appearance. Okay, so they're giving us like the Origins and Inquisition customization.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
What do you mean Varric has to talk him down? Why can't our Inquisitor talk him down? What do you mean Varric's gonna talk Solus down for us?
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially...
That's not good. Looks like you're a little too late. Yep.
Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes.
Doubt. Doubt.
Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Watch out!
Oh, there's a Rage Demon. Or was that a Pride one? That's gotta be Pride Demon. They look a little different.
Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
I guess it's the veil's weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Oh yeah, that's different. They redesigned some of the demons.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Oh, we're back to the Mass Effect wheel. Oh, okay, fine, whatever.
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there.
Why is Verica brunette? I don't. His hair was blonde, dude. I don't know why it's darker.
Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Wraiths.
Demons, here they come.
The HUD doesn't look too bad. But what is that center action at the bottom? Is it a skill for him? It is. Okay, so it's the how many arrows he holds? Shoot it again. Let me see if it goes down. Oh, it refills. Okay, never mind.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
Well, that's a lot of rats. Rats. Dumont. Dumont's the name of one of the old gods. I think Dumont was the name of the old god that we slayed in Origins.
Doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process. Venatori cultists!
I hate these assholes.
I think Dorian mentioned that the higher ups of Minrathous was being splintered. So maybe the Venatori or one of them.
To block the way.
More intruders! Avenge our fallen brethren!
You're worried it'll be dungeon railroady like Dragon Age 2? That's a possibility, because like they had to completely scrap the game once already. I'm not quite sure how long this version has been in development, especially since they literally changed the name of the game. Like the sequel title or whatever. So we don't know how much of Dreadwolf is Veilguard and vice versa.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all!
Okay, ability wheel. There's your other hot slots.
The Venatori own these streets.
I also feel like they're bringing Varric back more into the spotlight, almost as much as he was in Dragon Age 2. In Inquisition, he was there, but he wasn't like, you know, like... He felt more like still main cast, but not like how he is in 2, which I was also fine with. Especially since, like, you literally have the mages just calling his name out in the middle of gameplay here. Like, they know him. No, she didn't need any help.
Alright, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason.
What is that weapon, girly? I want to know.
Find out who wanted to settle the score this time.
She got a peg leg?
Raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐻, our local expert. She's gonna help us find solace. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some
She
old
do got a peg leg.
The Shadow Dragons
That's
are worth
sick.
Trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins.
I
Yep.
traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god.
Well, that spoils a lot. Never mind. I guess I can spoiler talk after this. Just gotta straight up say what Solus is. Shit. Thanks. The team discovers Solus's hideout in an Illuvion gate, the portal he's used to escape the city of Minrathos. They step through the gate. Oh, okay.
Well, we're not in Minrathos anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlathan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
Dog, please let us see Solus before this is over. Give me some crumbs of that man. I'd like to say Xavier used his evolve 5 times and only got a plushie twice. I'm telling you, he's bad at that stuff. And it's really funny because like in his hangout, he's apparently a gamer. You guys apparently game together. Dog can't do a crane machine game. You know what's really funny? The start, if this is like the very start of Veilguard, that's just really funny parallels when it comes to Inquisition, because Inquisition also starts out with a bad juju going on.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathos.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
That's my life, Tether of Eric. Damn it. Keep moving and try not to think about it. Okay, we're at the ritual site, so we are gonna see him? That is okay. I thought that was a pride demon. They redesigned the pride demons. They don't have a lower body anymore. They don't have any legs. They're all floaty now.
Watch the lightning!
They look like more pain to handle with. That's fine. I am liking the gameplay. I agree. I do like the gameplay so far. I'm not seeing any tactical stuff though. So I'm wondering if they're going to keep that in like they did Inquisition. It does look like they sped up the combat even more from Inquisition. Based off of how the Pride Demon's reacting, it seems like they decided to put more thought in actual enemy encounters instead of just trying to make them more bulky and hitting harder. We got a Spidey sense now. I don't know how to feel about the Spidey sense. I don't need Spidey sense to dodge.
How did demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Alright, Varric is still sarcastic. Let's go.
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Probably not for dodging, but you do need one for anything stealth-related. True, Hiki, you got me there. Except they'd never give any indicators for stealth mechanic stuff. That's him. Bonk him on the head for me. Tell him he's an idiot.
I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs
True.
someone to sell him another option to help him justify changing his mind.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my
Dev
friend,
disapproves, Harding
I gotta
approves.
try to
Okay.
reach him.
Hi, Jara. What am I playing? Looks cool. I'm not playing. I'm looking at the 20 minutes of gameplay of Dragon Age Veilguard they revealed the other day. Because I didn't have a chance to see it till now.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
It's the same outfit from the end of the Inquisition. Oh my god, he still called him Shackles. Let's go. Hi. Punch you and then kiss you. What the fuck are you doing?
Let's buy him some time.
What? No, go. I don't want to see gameplay right now. I want to see that exchange. How dare?
Getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world.
Is that this? I don't know if this is this the same voice
I
actor?
have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Bianca, no!
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Solus, boy.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if
Yeah,
we disrupt
you're not killing an elven god with one arrow, bro.
We break the scaffolding holding that one up. The whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Watch me. I'ma do it and I'ma survive, and then maybe I'll get some weird funky powers just like the Inquisitor.
But you'll need backup. I'm with you.
Don't do this.
I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
It's alright. Dog can survive, but he better not get out of here and have special powers.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev,
Otherwise, it's literally the opening to Inquisition, basically. Man, I wish they turned on subtitles because Varric is talking to Solus and I can't really hear it.
Stand your hesitance. What now must be done. Being asked to comprehend
tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together, now! You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall. Push!
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna do anything. Wait, I've not seen those figures before. What? You're gonna end it there? Oh god, okay. Hang on one second. Those can't be. But I'm thinking those either have to be the other Pantheon, which if so, that's kind of scary. Because if it's through the Veil, it's not going to be Darkspawn. That has to be other part of the Elvon. That's my guess. I could be wrong. I'm not saying it's right. Alright, well that was the 20 minutes of gameplay. I'd say if you only saw the reveal trailer, that's a shitty way to just look into the Veilguard. I feel like the gameplay reveal does it a lot more justice than that trailer. That trailer does not set the right tone. If you start Dragon Age Inquisition today, you might be out of the hinterlands by the time Veilguard comes out. One of my friends got divorced twice since the last Dragon Age. Has it really been that long? Holy shit. What happened to the bulky, hulking looking Pride Demon? Now we get his floating legless cousin. At least the floating legless cousin looks like more of a issue to deal with than the original Pride Demon. Oh gosh. Dreadwolf does sound better than Veilguard. I don't know why they decided to change the name. Solus needs someone to sell him another option. He didn't bend for his fucking loved one. Why would he do it for a friend? That's what I'm saying! I'm not a salty Solus romancer. Nope. Nope. I didn't fall for this stupid, bald, egg-headed elven god. Veilguard is the attempt at, hey, this story's about you. But it's not, and it never has been. Except for, like, Origins. Dragon Age 2 has never felt like it's been a story about me. It's been a story about Hawk because they actually made Hawk the face of the protag for Dragon Age 2. The Inquisitor's like kind of an okay attempt at trying to bring that back from Origins. But at this rate, the underlying lore is so developed that it's not going to be about you. It's going to be about these other key players that have finally been identified throughout the franchise. And unless you end up being like a part of the Elvon Pantheon or an old god, it's not going to be about you. So the fact that that's kind of what they're trying to market in the like reveal trailer really turns me off. You're always being forced into situations. Yes. Like even in Origins, no matter what you do, you're always going to end up a Grey Warden. But they gave you the fun illusion of being able to pick your race and your background that eventually all ends up at that spot. That's one of the things I really loved about Origins, is despite there always being these main points you have to hit throughout the story to get the story to continue to go, they always never forgot where you decided to pick where you were. And Origins, I still think, does that the best compared to Inquisition. Let's get some music on while we talk about this and I let my thoughts out. Let me find the lo-fi girly. There we go. Okay, so that's all we have so far of Dragon Age the Veilguard. That's coming out fall this year. So it looks like, based off of the description, it's going to have a setup like Origins / Inquisition, where you can pick your races and your combat class, and you can choose your backstory. Your default identifier name is going to be Rook. And you are locked to 7 companions. That is what it says right here. Team of 7 companions. And I'm guessing that's all 7 of them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm guessing Varric doesn't count because he wasn't introduced, because there's 8 characters here. Oh man, that makes me sad. You've been listening to Initial D. I'd rather listen to lo-fi so I don't get too heated while I talk. But yeah. So you can tell most people have watched the official reveal trailer. 1.8 million views. Compared to... Wait, what? Well, it says it's number 4 on trending. Maybe more people are paying attention to this because this actually has good shit in it compared to the trailer. Varric not playable, Sag. He should be. Unless something happens to him. I really hope that's not the case. I don't think I can take that. I don't want to think about that right now. Let's not. That is a little concerning. But you know, well, nope, not gonna think about it. Okay, anyway. Because, like, Varric's the only consistent character in the series. He's been here since Dragon Age 2. So Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition. He's been in some of the comic books. And now he's in Veilguard. So, like, he's the only longest standing party member out of the 3 games in this one. The reason why I kept talking about Dorian is because he is actually a party member in Dragon Age Inquisition. This guy, he is our gay mage. He is your gay option, which I would 100% play male and romance him. He's actually a mage from the Tevinter Imperium, which is where we're going to be in the Veilguard. And when you talk to him in Inquisition, near the end of the game, he hints at going back to try and restructure it. Because they have the issue of mages doing blood magic and other forbidden stuff to gain power and control. So I assumed we would hopefully have him as another party member, a reoccurring party member. Like Varric has reappeared, or at least like see him somehow, cause he's lived there. His dad got a high position there, so he's a resource / string we could pull on to help us while we're in there. Varric, no go womp womp, please. Also, he's a fucking necromancer. Hashtag Dorian is my necromancer, not whatever that other guy was, okay? Anyway. I love him. He's a good highlight. He's a good standout, like, cast member of the series. But anyway. Rip Dorian, too gay, Italiano. No! No. I do like that Nev lady. She looks like a better Vivian. In my opinion, I didn't much care for Vivian in Inquisition. And it's not like, she's a fine character. She just doesn't hit the stuff that I'm interested in, if that makes sense. Like, her world has to dealing with 𝐿 and playing their game. And I don't like political, like, backstabby, like, don this mask to interact with this party and then use a different mask to interact with another party kind of bullshit. 𝐿 can keep their weird shit away from me. I'm a Ferelden kind of person through and through, even though we're stinky and we love cheese. And we like our slobbery dogs. So, I mean, she's pretty. Let me bring her up. Vivian. Not Duncan. Duncan, yeah, I meant Duncan. There she is. There's Vivian. She's also a mage. I'm French, and I wouldn't step foot in 𝐿. I would just to sightsee, but I wouldn't want to get into a tussle there. You know what I mean? So, there we go. That's what she looked like, with her big fancy ass headgear. I thought it was really weird they picked a picture with her headgear off. She always wears that shit. But I'd get stabbed on sight. They would not do it. They would stab your ego. They wouldn't physically stab you. So, but yeah, so, I mean, they kind of already said what the deal is for Veilguard. The way Inquisition left off was Solas was your party member, some shit went down, you found out he was like trying to do other things in the background, and he kept putting it off because of traveling with you guys. But in the end, his decision was, I need to take down the veil. What is the veil? The veil is basically, I think he said it was like maybe a curse. I'm not entirely 100% sure. It's been like almost a decade. Or maybe it has been a decade, actually. I think Inquisition came out in 2015 or 2014. Yikes. But the veil holds a lot of magic, and it's shaped and formed in a nonsensical way based off of emotions and desires. It's where spirits, virtues, and demons reside. And originally, the world was one. There was no veil. Like, everything that was being held in the veil was a part of the actual real world, real physical world. So he's trying to bring that back. Because when the veil was set up, the elves, Elvenon, ended up losing a lot of their power, and the Pantheon was sealed. Their gods were sealed. And that allowed the other races to grow and thrive, and then the elves ended up becoming enslaved and all that stuff. Trotted down, you know, good old racism. As per fantasy. Because usually, you know, fantasy either regards elves as wise old people, or a wise old, very old race to look up to, or they are downtrodden. Well, in the Dragon Age series, they were both at some point. Currently now they're recovering. There are different splintered groups that aren't in little hobbles in human like towns and stuff. They are still nomad ones that roam around and stuff like that. I'd rather get stabbed than for someone to stab my ego. That might just be me. My ego can take it, my kidney cannot. If you would get physically stabbed, it probably would be because you pissed off the Chantry. Let's be real, Arcs. You probably would have. Cassandra disapproves, and you know it. So that's currently what is going on. There's been a lot of debate on whether Solus, if he's actually an antagonist, because he seems to really agonize over the idea of what he is doing and what he plans to do. Like you saw earlier in the gameplay, he was still telling Varric, like, there's no other way, this has to be done, I've already taken as many precautions as I can to mitigate the damages, etc., etc. They did not address a thing that happened at the end regarding Flemeth. So I'm hoping that gets answered. And there was no sign of Morgan, which is another loose end that needs answered, I think. I don't think I played all of the DLC that released after Inquisition. It kind of pisses me off that they've made it a habit after Dragon Age 2 to release one or two specific DLCs that kind of stretch or build on the overarching lore. I'm not a fan of that. I'm pretty sure that's EA's doing. I wouldn't be surprised if that's EA's doing. Thank you for the care package. Get some water. In regards to that veil jumper, this lady, the reason why I'm not sure about her is because, like I said, only very specific people are able to navigate the veil, and it can only be done like with these mirrors called illuvions. So she needs to explain herself. Ma'am, you need to explain yourself, and you better explain yourself good. Harding, Varric, they're chill. I'm worried about Varric. I really hope Bianca breaking in that game, or the gameplay trailer, doesn't foreshadow anything, or I don't think I'll be able to live with myself after this. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the MC design. That helmet just looks too much like Star Wars, especially with that cape. But I am excited about the Griffin. The Griffin pet is exciting. Some more reasons why I'm worried about Veilguard. Mostly story integrity wise. The gameplay's fine. I'm not somebody that like prioritizes gameplay if If there's a really good story or really good characters, I'm willing to sacrifice gameplay in order to eat that dinner that they've made with the story and characters. So that's never been an issue. I'm worried about the integrity of the lore and the story because the original creator of the Dragon Age franchise left around 2016, who is David Gaider. He's been the lead writer, and Dragon Age has basically been this guy's baby for, I don't know if it's exactly 17 years, but the 17 years might be just how long he had been working at BioWare. When that was announced, that's when I start to like go into the mode of, that's nice that this is still going on, but I'm not gonna say I really have much hope for it to like go in the direction it really should go, you know? So if he left in 2016, which is, yeah, Anthem. His final game was Anthem. Anthem! I don't blame him for leaving. Anthem left released in 2019. He left in 2016. It still took them three more years to get Anthem out. And Anthem was just not something that fans of BioWare wanted. Like, it's just not what BioWare is known for. Multiplayer shooter is not something that they're known for. They're known for their enriching narratives, stories, and characters. Not bang bang pew pew. So that was a big fumble. Mac Walters also left. Oh, he left at least after Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out. So he stayed on there longer, but yeah, a lot of writers that I've kept an eye on for these games have left. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like, I don't know about this. Will I still play Veilguard? I think I will. Just so I can see how it ends, because I've been playing these games since like 2011. Oh.